sticks now back to work. Tough run here. It's Sutton. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways.
And he's in! Touchdown, San Diego State! Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give on the counter. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll need a bunch on second down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. Driven back.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Sutton. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rush right in his face. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Touchdown Aztecs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball. They get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boise State ready to send out that offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Sees an alley. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs.
Caught at the 25. Touchdown Broncos! Rolled his way into the end zone.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Running inside, it's Sutton. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Sutton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Pulls it. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. The Aztecs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back with your offense?
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Rides to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Past the 6. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Sutton. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to establish the run. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin, and they're going to try it again. It's another fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Second and long here. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. They'll run the screen. Oh, what a move to get open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Fresh center down's going to the air. Look out! That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. Just enough time for one more snap before the quarter. The run inside. It's Sutton. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So 1st down will open up the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Hits inside. It's Sutton. Could be an alley. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They're all over him. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Broncos with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right side, it's gone. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Oh, pressure's coming. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got...
Going deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on. Gets rid of it.
And after the incompletion, I know there's a big urge right now to just go for it, right? It's 4th and short. We can seize this thing. I think you just got to do the smart thing. You need a field goal. You're only trailing by a bit. Do the smart thing. Take the point. Still a lot of football to go.
And it's good! All tied up here in the 4th quarter.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity opportunity to drive the field and win this.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get it down at the 35. The Broncos come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll go to the counter. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Madsen. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called by San Diego State. That's their 3rd and final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defense. You know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Still looking. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Can't waste any precious seconds as they try to get deeper into field goal range. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Got to get to the line, get it settled, get the clock stopped for the potential game-tying field goal. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to